Good morning, all. Welcome back to Indian Writing in English. Today, we are going to deal with the drama The Fire and the Rain by Girish Karnad. To talk about the author, he was a versatile genius who excelled as an acclaimed Indian author, playwright, actor, director, and activist. Born in Mumbai, he was regularly exposed to drama performances by the touring Nadak companies and the Yakshagana plays of the folk theatre. He belongs to the Kannada theatre, whose major plays include Yayadi, Tughlaq, Hayavadana, Bali the Sacrifice, Nagamandala, The Fire and the Rain, The Dreams of Tipu Sultan, and The Broken Images. Samskara. Samskara marked his entry into filmmaking. He wrote the screenplay and played the lead role in the film. And it was an adaptation of the novel of the same name written by U.R. Anandamurthy. He was awarded D.Lit by the Karnataka University and Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, then Sahitya Academy Award, Kalidasa Samman and Jnanapith Award in 1998. The dramatic technique of Girish Karnad, who generously drew his themes from myth and history and combined them efficiently with the contemporary issues. The influence of Kannada folk theatre, historical and realistic plays, as well as Brechtian technique in him, Karnad successfully combined the best of all these to develop an individual dramatic technique that authentically communicates his vision of life, along with the entertainment and enlightenment to the spectators. Let us come to the play. The Fire and the Rain is a translation of Karnad's Kannada play Agni Mattu Male. It is primarily based on the myth of Yavakri, which occurs in chapters 135 to 38 of the Vanaparva of the Mahabharata. It is narrated by the ascetic Lomasha to the Pandavas as they wander across the land during their exile. According to the myth, Bharadwaja and Raibhya were two sages and good friends. Raibhya was a learned man who lived with his two sons Paravasu and Aravasu, while Bharadwaja remained an ascetic. Here we can see Bharadwaja's son Yavakri nursed a grievance against the world as he thought that his father did not get the recognition he deserved. Thus he decided to go to the jungle and pray to Indra to grant him the ultimate knowledge. Bharadwaja warns him and tries to convince him that this is not the way that you have to acquire knowledge, but he wants to get it by shortcut. At the end of 10 years, Yavakri returned successful, and in his return he molested Raibhya's daughter-in-law. This encouraged Raibhya, who invoked Kritya, the spirit which he created a demon and a woman looking like his daughter-in-law. He sent both of them to kill Yavakri. And the spirit of the daughter-in-law approached Yavakri and stole the urn containing holy water that was his power. At the same time, the demon chased him, and Yavakri ran towards his father's hermitage, where he was barred by a blind Shudra who guarded the gate. The guard failed to recognize his master's son. At that moment, the demon that was chasing him killed Yavakri. Bharadwaja, who was so much disappointed, distressed to hear about his son's death, cursed Raibya and that he would be killed by his elder son. At the realization of the fact of the cursing of his friend, he entered fire and sacrificed himself. Now the drama focuses on Raibya's two sons. They were performing the fire sacrifice for the king. On night, on his way home, Parvasu, the elder son, killed his father, mistaking him for a wild animal with his black deer skin dress. When he realized his mistake, Parvasu cremated his father and asked his younger brother Arvasu to perform the penitential rites on his behalf. And Parvasu had to continue with the fire sacrifice. Arvasu carried out his brother's order. But when he returned to the sacrifice, we can see Parvasu turned against him, accusing him of patricide and asked the king to throw him out. Arvasu went to the jungle and propitiated the sun god and asked to restore the lives of Yavakri, Bharadwaja and Raiba and to make Parvasu forget his evil act. That's the only solution that he can find out. This boon was granted, and when Yavakri returned to life, the gods reprimanded him on his folly and asked him to pursue knowledge in the right way. So, knowledge won't be acquired through any meager means. It has to be worked hard. It has to be taken from the face of a guru, and from the experience of the life only it will be able to have the fruitful fulfillment. From this mythical story, in the adaptation of the myth Yavakri, Karnad brings about a number of changes. He presents Bharadwaja and Raiba as brothers so that the play becomes a family drama. And their sons grew up as jealous rival and revengeful cousins. Bharadwaja does not appear in the play at all, and so his curse of Raiba and self-immolation that follows it are omitted. In the play, Yavakri and Vishaga, the daughter-in-law of Raiba, were lovers before the former went to the jungle and they later got married to Parvasu. And in her loneliness, she willingly yields to Yavakri and regrets it when she learns that she was involved herself in his plan of revenge against her husband's family. This prompts her to empty Yavakri's that holy water, Kamandalu, and warn him of Raiba's demon. Because Vishaga herself does the act of pouring out the holy water, Raiba invokes only the demonic spirit of Brahmaraksha to kill Yavakri. Girish Karnad adds a parallel love story of Parvasu with the hunter girl Nithali. The introduction of the characters of Nithali, her brother, father, husband, their marital rituals, and honor, killing confer the play with the new dimension. Along with the subplot of the tribal hunters, Karnad also adds a play within the play, enacted by Aravasu, to the epilogue of the drama. And this epilogue was based on the myth of Indra, Vishwarupa, and Vritra, in which Indra treacherously murders his half brother Vishwarupa. The myth of Indra Vritta is intertextual with the main plot of the Paravasu Aravasu myth. By experimenting this, he tries to explore the theme of patricide and brothers' treachery. So that is the end of the analysis of Girish Karnad's Fire and Rain. Read the text. Thank you.